Tuesday's Tips and Tales with Cece, live, and Corey.
You sure you're live?
Let me see.
Why are you always live?
Alive.
Are you ever not live?
Cece and Corey live. Cece and Corey live.
Hey, this is taped in an earlier taping. This is a split screen.
Is that why it says live up there?
Yeah, but I'm split screen. This is like totally screen? Recorded. This is not
What
live.
is that, a poop emoji? I love it.
This is the one you gave me.
Oh, that's right, for Christmas. I got nothing.
You really? You can tell it's laundry day when
I'm
wearing...
big donut from him for Christmas.
I'm wearing...
0.
I'm wearing like the last of my t-shirts. That's how bad laundry day is today. I got nothing.
That's actually a cool t-shirt.
It is great. It's a great t-shirt, but
yeah.
I don't want to get all the attention.
And I'm wearing red, which is funny because...
Yeah, you got red and cleavage, and I got nothing here,
poop.
so I don't want to get... I don't want to lose out. Yeah, I got poop. What's a cleavage steamer?
Oh my God, you're right. That's from Urban Dictionary.
That's right.
Awesome. Cheers. Welcome.
Cheers.
You showed up this week.
Maybe we turn this into the chili dog or the...
What's a chili dog?
That's where you put it between the boobs and then you put your wiener in there. And that's the chili dog. Going in and out.
Is that Urban Dictionary? Yeah.
Oh yeah, the chili dog. It's in
What's
there.
if it's somewhere else doing that?
Well, you do like the glass bottom boat, which is like supposedly what Stallone's thing, which you go under a glass table and somebody poops on the glass table. It's a glass bottom boat. Yeah.
Stallone's?
That was a rumor going around for a long time that was his thing.
Really?
I don't know if that's ever true, but that's where it came from.
Wow.
Cause he went down. Remember, he went down to Florida and he was getting this whole like the model stuff, and I don't know what.
That was a long time ago. That was like when he was younger, right?
Yeah, that was the whole rumor thing. Now whether it was true or not, who knows? But that's where it all came from.
We're already talking about poop.
Exactly.
We're not even 2 minutes into the show. He's smiling though.
I love poop. Well, I love getting it out.
Oh my God.
It feels so much better.
I know, it feels so
less
good.
bloated. I think it's one of my heavy days.
How about a couple times a day? That's like awesome, right?
I'm very.
You're not a multi-pooper?
It's like only if I get like one out. If I shoot one out early in the weekend because I have that schedule I told you. Very rigid schedule during the week. Weekends are like a free for all. But my body downstairs, she knows exactly when to go at every day.
Same time.
Same time. Except for the weekends. That's a free for all. As long as I'm in the home base area, she knows.
I think it's funny you call her she.
No, she's down
there.
there.
Your colon's name is she.
Yeah, because not a he.
Do you have a name for your colon?
She poops very gently and very nicely.
Is it?
When it's nasty, I'll call him. But it's she's.
Is
she's
it Cassie colon?
Cassie.
Cassie colon?
Cassie. No, it's actually Patty Poop Face. And I get it out, and then the weekends though, it's like only if I go in the morning. If I shoot one out in the morning, and then I have a little like brunch and like a little cup of coffee, I might shoot another guy out there in the afternoon. But it's very rarely it's a 2-for. I never had a 3-for, I don't think, unless it was like running. You'll run.
Alrighty, it's getting late. No, that's a good way to start the show.
Who doesn't talk about poop? Everybody poops.
I know, I love
it's
everybody
it's a
talks
thing for
about
kids.
It. I know kids. Oh my gosh, my daughter, she thinks it's a funny thing, when she
poops?
lets one loose. And that, it's like
she
announces everything. No, I mean she's older, and they're at this age where the whole passing gas is like hysterical. Like in the middle of like the kitchen breakfast, she's eating a waffle.
She's ripping one.
Totally, like.
This is going out to the whole world. Your daughter rips one and laughs at
I know, she's going to love this in like 10 years.
She's
She's
going to
like,
prom.
Mom, why are you telling her?
Plays her before she goes out on her prom.
Absolutely. She'll probably still do it then. I'm like, you go ahead, girl. You keep doing that. You don't need to date boys right now.
Exactly.
Well, not right now. No.
Well, not right now.
Not until like college or after. Focus.
30s, in her 30s.
Scholarship.
30s.
Focus. Scholarship.
No boys till the 30s.
It's been a great, it's been
there's guys like me out there.
A great, exactly. So, speaking of which, a couple of my fans wrote in and said, oh, are you and Corey an item? Are you dating? We're like, no, everybody. No.
Purely physical.
No. N-O.
First of all, what the hell is that? That's a loser thing, not no.
Well, that too.
Just because I'm a loser doesn't mean you won't sleep with me.
No. Ain't happening.
I've had many people call me a loser, but then still take her clothes off. So I know that's not valid right there.
I just want everyone to know, for the record, we are not doing that. We are buds, right?
We're doing something. We're doing this. It's below the one.
We're not doing. We are doing none of that. Love you though, BFF. We're BFFs. Best friends forever, right?
We shower together. It's happened.
Oh my God, you wish.
Only because it's a tough time getting that part of my back. When you loofah.
I'm sure.
Remember the old loofah days of 2017?
Oh my
Nice.
gosh. They did more things than wash your back with loofahs. Trust me.
Clean the old whistle.
Speaking of like cleaning the whistle, well, you know, before we get into the topic of manscaping, landscaping tonight, we've got to do a shout out to all the friends and family of the Manchester bombing.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely horrible. The Ariana Grande concert. And
there was a local girl involved somehow too. I just saw that
on
info.com. I'm not 100% sure what the connection was, but
horrible.
It's obviously, and then the crazy part is that you have nutcases like ISIS claiming responsibility and having no proof for it though. So anything that goes bad, they want to just take credit for.
Of course they do.
And it shows a complete lack of regard for human life.
So Trump calls them losers. He's like, we don't want to call them monsters because they would love that, but we're going to call them losers. I'm like, I don't think they really give a rat's ass about what any of us think about them or even our president. But the end of the day is these innocent people are at a concert and little kids are there because Ariana Grande, you know, she encapsulates like, you know, many age groups, generations. Right. And I would go to her concert in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
it's very sad because, you know,
the extremists and the people lining up to be extremists is growing by the day, and it should definitely terrify us. I know we're not supposed to be terrified, but the amount of people that watch it and get consumed by it and say, this is for me, you see that these seeds are being planted all over the world, not the U.S., not the United Kingdom, just everywhere. There's no one that's not excluded from that kind of extreme passion that turns into these deadly explosions.
It was the worst incident since 2005, but also I don't remember there ever being anything like this at like a concert. Do you?
Well, they had the one in Paris. They had outside of a concert hall, or was outside
well,
of a
that was
hall?
like a club, wasn't it? Like
and there was one outside of a soccer stadium there too. So they're.
But I meant like a concert, like a major performer. You know.
Nothing to that effect.
Where was security, by the way?
People were trying to get in there.
How the hell did the guy get in there with a bomb on, past security?
I don't know.
Because everybody gets, I know here in the U.S., you get patted down, you can only take a bag in so big, and so on and so forth, right?
Right, but I don't know if this was one of those, they're doing the investigation, so it could have been one of those situations where they pay off some guy who's setting up the thing, and maybe it was part of the set, and they did it with a phone. Who knows?
Take him down.
Who knows? There's a million ways to get to people now, and the way to get in there now.
Absolutely.
So it's one of those that I'm sure security now is just has to take an extra notch up, which is fine by me. If it takes me a while to get in there, then you have to plan out. Hey, I mean, you look at Eagles games now. You got to plan to get into a 1 o'clock game at 12:30. You have to get there at 12:30 because it's going to take you 15 minutes to 20 minutes just to get in the door.
Oh, more than that, I think.
Yeah, I mean, well, either way.
I went to a baseball game a couple months ago, and it was. I got a serious pat down.
Hey.
Right now.
I pat her down
Anyways,
before every show just to make sure there's no weapons here.
Get away. Our thoughts, prayers, and condolences are with all of you out there who have friends or family or co-workers that were at the concert. And, you know, England's like one of my favorite countries, so...
And they're such good people. I mean, it's ridiculous that they're getting assaulted. That London and Paris are just being assaulted.
It's crazy.
For no good reason, and no place should be assaulted for any reason. But it seems like they're focusing on Europe now because it's gaining so much attention, and that maybe in the U.S. it's not going to gain as much attention for ISIS as they do it over there. So I don't know why that trend seems to be happening. That it's these foreign countries seem to be ones where they're going to. I mean, it's obviously
they have their own issues with them too.
True, but it's probably easier to get. I'm just figuring it's easier to get to these closer countries as opposed to flying somebody into the U.S., which is very difficult. So. Because of the restriction now, especially with Trump trying to clamp down on anybody coming in anyway. So. Sure. But yes,
anyways,
it's horrible stuff. Hope the families can cope as best they can and stay strong for the rest of the family.
Our hearts are with you. Wow. All right. So quickly, great weekend. I was at the Radnor Hunt. Super fun.
Sister was out there. She was. I told her to look for you, but I don't think she didn't see you.
Whose tent was she at?
Keystone Property Group.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
Nice. She invited me at the last minute. I was going to come surprise you, but I didn't make it.
Oh, That's too bad.
I know. Well, I also broke my pinky toe this weekend. So.
Oh gosh, we don't need to hear about that.
Broken pinky. So.
No.
And
You know, all right,
kissed
so
it
I'll
yet.
tell you one Radnor Hunt
You need to kiss it,
story.
make it better?
First of all, it is an amazing steeplechase. If any of you out there that know, hey Norm, how are ya? We're talking about the Radnor Hunt this weekend. I wish you guys could have joined us. Your invite was there. But it was fabulous. It always is. It's very traditional. You know, at one point during the race, they're like, let the hounds loose. And like 50 beagles come running out. And a guy on a horse, you know, with the red jacket. And they do the horse and buggy thing. And unfortunately, you know, it was a beautiful race. We were right in front of one of the jumps. And jockey went down. And it was the worst thing I've seen because he did not move. He got trampled. Word has it as of yesterday that he... Paoli Hospital did an amazing job, surgery, and they think he's going to be okay, so that's good. So let's talk about some
Steeplechase.
manscaping. Manscaping.
We're going to talk about the steeplechase.
No. Manscaping or landscaping.
Land's for women, man's for guy.
Right.
Land, where's land?
Well, what would you call it?
Lambscaping? Ladyscaping?
No, I like it landscaping. You can call it whatever you want. Let's talk about men
I
tonight.
thought landscaping was actually landscaping, like out front in front of your house.
Well, I'm going to touch on that as well.
Are you going to shave your lawn down to nothing?
I'm going to make it into a Brazilian.
Big wide opening there.
Okay, that would
Come on
be,
in.
That would be the sidewalk. Anyways,
Hopefully that's shaved.
we're going to talk
You have to
about.
shave your sidewalk. That's
Do you
pretty ugly.
manscape?
I do. Of course.
And let's talk. Tell us about your Norm. Right in. Tell us what you manscape.
How often do you shave your balls? Is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
pretty much. Do you now talk?
Of
Give
course,
us
if I'm
the skinny.
asking a woman, I think we talked about this before. If I'm going to ask a woman to tighten things up, of course I'm going to do the same for myself. Plus, I like a lot of action down there, so the cleaner that I am, the better off it is.
Yeah, you don't want any dental floss hanging out, right?
Well, sometimes I do leave one just so they can get the broccoli
A little
out.
crunchy?
Yeah, I think I've seen a couple of broccolis go down there, and I'm just saying, just help yourself down there.
You want them to go like this? Boom.
And just spit
Like, pull it
I
out?
actually like when they spit like a little piece of meat right on my balls. It's awesome. There it is. There you go, you dirty scoundrel.
So tell us more about where you manscape.
Everything
Is
down
it
there.
just there? Is it your chest, back, ass,
I do
leg?
a little chest, all down my area, and then a little chest, and that's it.
Really?
I don't do anything else.
So you do
Legs,
the undercarriage.
Under the carriage,
Do
absolutely.
you do the hiney hole?
I might get in there a little bit.
So describe to us how you do
Because
that.
it depends on the person.
Describe to us how you do that.
I had a couple of people that enjoyed being in there, so I had to take it up a notch.
Wow.
Yeah. Then I had process to other women. They're like, you gotta be kidding me. So it's like, you gotta find out the right girl who likes it.
Is that why, like, some guys or women have those little nice smelling wipes on the back of their toilet?
I have them, and some people don't use them. That's the crazy part. I've had some exes that said, I don't need to use those wipes. I'm like, are you crazy? If you don't use those wipes, I don't even want to know you. Because I can't tell you how many times when speaking of the hounds, I'm doing the old hound salute back there, and the little smell wafts up. I'm telling you, no, because it's all I can smell the rest of my life if I'm with you.
But don't you clean that thing up? Like, you know.
I've been with women, I'm like, I can't even believe it smells down there. I don't know what you're doing, or if you just went and now you're proposing this to me in my face, but that should be clean. That should be smelling like roses. You need to smell
I
good
agree.
every time.
I totally agree.
Women have a higher threshold than men in smelling good, way higher.
Well, yeah. I mean, there are men like down there, like you're just like,
It's
oh
nasty.
my god.
Yeah, that's why I keep it nice and good.
And courtesy to
But women should
whoever-
go if you go to the bathroom before sex. If you got to
Well,
tighten
men
things up.
too. Men too.
All right, fair enough, men too. But wipe your asshole,
So-
like big time, and then throw Febreze back in there. Whatever you got to do, light a candle in your ass. I don't care what you got to do, but make sure that thing smells delicious. Because it's not that we're going there, but if we got a little backside Johnny going on, and you smell, we're gonna smell it, and it smells horrible.
What
and
if
I
it's-
cannot think of anything else. That's why I'm gonna flip you over real quick.
Yeah, but it could be a double. It could be a double header. It could be a smelly crotch and a smelly ass.
Oh,
Right? Have you ever had that?
wipe then wipe everywhere.
I say
Febreze
hose it
everything.
down. Right? Hose it down.
Hose it down, whatever you
Down.
do. Jump in the shower. I don't give a shit.
Most women, through my research, they'll even do a nice little spritz of perfume.
Oh, that's nice. See,
Or
that's
like
nice.
a nice cream that has a nice scent, not
Cream's
too
good.
overbearing.
Perfume's good, cream's
You know,
good. Or
yeah.
cream and then perfume so it sticks to you. Even better.
Well,
But I can't tell you how many smelly buttholes I have smelled. It's awful. I'm like, how does this happen? And it's right after sex. I mean, right during sex.
That's because they probably went number 2 before you had sex, or like shortly, like maybe at dinner, or like in between, or right before they went out.
First
Maybe
of all, women don't
know.
poop. In my mind, women never poop. And second of all, if you are going to poop, you better wipe and re-wipe and then throw some kind of perfume back there so there's no smell.
Okay.
Knowing that you're going to go have sex.
It goes man like that too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, like men.
But I would never go into a sexual situation recently pooped and not showered or gotten.
Okay, so in my book, when I've waxed some women,
right,
and they have done, gone number 2, and they get in there and I'm doing the Brazilian, and I'm like, oh,
yeah, see,
oh my god, and I'm not even in there.
Let me ask,
I mean, it's like.
Yeah, now let me ask you, would you consider these very good looking women who are in shape and stuff and they
Totally.
still smell?
Totally.
Yeah, so I don't get that.
Yeah.
And I figured, okay, maybe
it's a no-win situation.
Maybe a little more thicker ladies or something.
Attractive.
Maybe they didn't, wipe as much as they could or whatever, that's fine. But the skinny, dainty ladies, you figured, okay, they're going to be making sure everything is good. If they're going to be waxing too, that everything smells perfect.
Well, most of the time they come from the gym, I have to say. Or they're at work all day. So they have coffee, they do their thing at work, then they go get their wax either at lunch or after work.
Bring wipes with you.
Just saying, yeah.
Bring wipes with you.
You know what?
How hard is that?
You need, there should be in every waxing salon one of those, the toilets that you sit on.
The bidet.
The bidet.
Gotta have a bidet. Bidet is one of my favorite. If I could do it over in my place,
Europeans have it right.
I would definitely have a bidet.
They totally have it right.
You poop it out, you wipe it up a little bit, you splash it out, then you wipe again.
Have you ever sat on one of those?
Yeah.
It's strong.
Sat on it?
It's strong.
I stayed on that thing for like a half hour. I'm like, this is not bad at all. I'm not hating this.
Right?
Honey, I'll be out and forget it, I'm not coming out. It's amazing.
Yeah, the bidet's
But it also cleans you out. It's good for everybody. Yeah. But yes, I cannot tell you how many smelly, awful, just awful. Can't have it, ladies. And you have to think about this every time you go to sex with your man, whether it's new, old, married, not married.
It's guys as well.
But they're not plugging.
Listen, when a woman goes down on a guy,
they're not bagging us from behind.
But when a woman goes down on a guy, you don't think you could smell that? Like.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fair, but I will not do that to a woman.
My posse of women and my research focus groups, they're like, not only do you get, if the guy isn't groomed, all of that odor stays in the hair.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay?
That's why you gotta trim the hair.
Right. So it stays there, but also they got the sweaty ball thing going on.
But that's nice, though. That's
no,
for ladies.
No, it's not.
That's all for you, ladies.
No,
we sweat it up just for you.
No.
I'll go jogging for half an hour. And then
So guys should carry like a little thing with that powder, and they should just open it and go.
No, don't do the powder. Powder's bad.
Not baby powder, isn't there?
That talc's no
I
good.
did hear about the baby powder thing, but
yeah, the talc's no good. And plus, it creates a massive mess in your bathroom.
Well, guys have to do something too. It's not just a one-way street here, folks.
Well, that's why we do a little, little tea bagging for you. Then you can get it all out. Wipe it off clean.
Nice. Nice.
I'm just trying to think of you. I'm not thinking of me. It's all about you.
So,
for later.
Why is he here on the show? Because I knew this was
going
to happen. It's all going to be about the women having to, do everything. Just like society says, you got to be beautiful, you got to be skinny, you got to get your hair done, you got to put makeup on. Oh, yay.
This perfume smell good. Got to do it. Got to do
it.
The
manscaping. So
women are held to a higher threshold. That's why we pay for everything.
Right. Simmer down. Jeez.
Smell good and look.
Simmer down there.
Can't do it.
There should definitely be some rules. Now, there is that small percentage of people who love the smell.
They do. I know there is some.
And they love sweaty, smelly sex. With all the stuff in between. Whether she hasn't cleaned down there for 2 days and they've both been pooping up a storm, there are just some people who like that.
Sweaty sex is hot. Poopy sex is bad. Just so you know, that's a distinguishing thing.
Okay.
Sweaty sex can be very hot.
The manscaping side of it. I've brought a few tools. Things
here. Tools of the trade?
Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about this. So what do you manscape with?
What's that giant...
I'm going to talk about it. What do you manscape with? Like, do you do a razor?
Why is there a dildo?
A pink one?
Dildo has to do manscape.
What do you manscape with?
Not that. I have a razor.
There are guys...
electric razor.
Okay.
Tightens it up. I'm not putting a blade.
There are men who do this.
Won't do that. Won't put a blade near my balls.
And I've heard the stories, and it's a little nick on the ball. But not only that,
You'll bleed for days.
and this applies to women too. A little nick by this guy right here. If you're having sex like with somebody and say they have an STD, you're more likely to get an STD because this little guy nicks you, and it opens up the skin, and you might not even know it. And bloodborne pathogens.
Careful in your manscaping landscaping.
Keep this to your underarms and and your legs.
Yeah, and then use the little
cover. We're gonna talk about guys. This little device. Now, I'm not endorsing any of these brand names. I just brought a few examples for folks to take a look at here.
I'm just looking at
this guy. I know. I'm not showing any cleavage sign.
I know. It's terrible. That's why I gotta look.
There are similar products like this. Now, this one says you can get anything, anywhere. Okay. Nose, like to me, like when guys have nose hairs hanging out, it's disgusting. Ear hair, nose. This little guy will trim up your balls apparently, and underneath the undercarriage, and any area, it says any area, trims hair anywhere with micro precision. These little razors that are on this, though, you have to take care of, just like your other devices, like this big boy.
Jesus Christ.
No kidding. There are men who manscape with this. Look how huge that is. It's like the size of your head. Let's just show them perspective, right? That is a big...
Like giant noggin?
It's giant noggin. They will use this on their big boy.
That's way too big.
Yeah, around their trunk and underneath. Now, it comes with these like little, the add-ons,
It's just too much.
It's just too much. You need something little. Somewhere in between. This is good, but you're going to be careful because if you don't take care of the blades, you will get nicked. So there are implements in between that are smaller.
Look
and
for stainless steel.
Right. And on that note, with stainless steel, if you do not clean them with alcohol, or some of them require oiling, like maintenance, you will nick yourself and you'll be in the same position, being exposed with cuts, STDs, and just discomfort. And then you'll get all these ingrowns. Now, one of my favorite products for you guys and gals to use is jojoba oil. It is a natural oil that is antimicrobial, and you're laughing. And there's also
microbial.
I didn't say microbial. Bacteria, it's supposed to serve as like a second skin, and it's easy. Get the organic. It's awesome for your whole body. I use it almost everywhere.
I always hope you would be my second skin.
Yeah, all right, here we go. There's also a product, as everybody knows out there that knows me and has done business with me, the SkinCeuticals is my preferred line. And they have this wonderful serum called Phyto. And it's green, and it's made from plant extracts, and it's beautiful. You put it on and it actually once you've done the waxing or the scaping, it will actually protect and repair your follicle so you don't have that type of after irritation.
You have such tiny hands.
Well, I am a tiny person. I am a woman. Now, let's talk about the waxing. We're going to talk about waxing because, guys, for those of you who have not jumped that hurdle, you really should. You really, really should. Number one...
The back for sure.
All right, first of all, there are estheticians out there that can wax anything. Backs. I had clients where I did their chest,
right,
that has more sensory nerves on a man than anywhere. Down to their trunk, their butt, their ears, their eyebrows, their back, you name it. Okay.
How often do you have to go, though?
So, when you first start out, you're going to go probably every 4 weeks. But the more you do it, what happens is you're pulling against the natural growth of the hair. So it kind of stunts the hair growth, and actually when it comes back, it makes it softer and sparse. So same with women. It's awesome. Now, this was interesting because I did some research, and they were talking about men's nipple hair.
It's good.
Yeah. Okay, so some men talk about the nipple hair around
You
the
talking
nipple.
about women or men?
Yeah, both. No, actually, I used to wax women's nipples.
Oh!
In one of my chapters,
Can I watch?
in chapter called Fartlet,
Oh.
she had some big old nippers. They were like the size of silver dollars.
Ooh.
And she had some she had pretty much an afro.
You mean the areola or the actual nipple?
Areola, but sometimes you get them coming out of the nipple as well.
Oh!
So,
Oh. Can I floss with those too?
oh, that's great. It's gross. Here's what this. I read so many articles, and I have my own opinion about nipple hair. What does Norm say?
I only have 8 hairs on my chest and none on my back.
Because you're Kevin Bacon, baby.
Well, when puberty kicks in, Norm, that's really gonna hurt you, buddy. So good luck with that.
Norm's a lot older.
I know, he's 93, but whatever.
No, he's not.
It's too bad you don't have hair on your chest, buddy.
Let's go
Real
back.
men have hair on their chest.
Let's go back to nipple hair. All right, you have any nipple hair, Norm? So,
I think every guy's got nipple hair.
So nipple hair.
That's where it all goes.
I
It's
read
in the nipple and then right in the middle of your
I
chest.
read
That's
this
where it
article
starts.
by this alleged well-known esthetician, and I was shocked. She's like, get that nipple lasered. Have you ever had lasered? It's like taking an elastic band and pulling it from here to here and letting it go and zapping the hair on your nipple. She
Yeah, I wanna do
doesn't.
that.
She doesn't say that hurts, but then she talks about waxing the nipple and saying you're gonna scream and be crawling on the ceiling. So not true. If it's done right, so not true. First of all, they're not usually coarse. And you never want them long and curly. You want them about 1/4 inch and cut them down before you go, or shave them, let them grow out about 1/4 inch. And if you put the wax on in the direction of hair growth and then pull away, you should be fine. You gotta hold them taut, the skin taut.
Mm-hmm.
But I was reading this article and saying to myself, what is she smoking? Because a laser is so painful. So painful. And it's very, very expensive. And it's not always guaranteed multiple sessions. And depending on your hair type. But it's all good. Everybody has their own way of dealing with body hair. Now, there's also this...
Do you like it?
Not a lot of it. No.
Oh.
No. I prefer someone very well manscaped. Definitely.
You like him completely clean?
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Oh, come on.
That's nice.
What are you, like 12-year-old boys?
No, but what do you need the hair for? Maybe like a little, you could have like a little putting green around there as long as it's nice and short.
No, I mean like the chest.
Oh, the chest. No. I like hair on the chest.
Okay.
But not like, sprawling.
Yeah,
like,
not you're swimming.
I'm teeing off on, a green.
Teeing off. No, teeing off to be shaved down.
And the back, absolutely no way. Like, in my book, there's a chapter called Turf Management, and this guy, you got to read this book because tequila was involved, sheep shears, you name it, and at the end of the day, we both had a very stressful day waxing his back of very poofed up hair. I'm going to say it was probably about that thick. Yeah, and he was a big boy.
Why don't you go back to doing that? You could kill it.
There's some stuff going on. I'm writing my other book, and I've got a few things in.
Do you wax balls?
We'll talk about. Let's talk about ball waxing. Okay.
Funny I bring that up.
Yeah, the man-bazillion or mazillion, the manzillion.
Who does that? I heard
There are a lot of
I heard
people
that
do
2
that.
women have to be in the room.
You have to be really, really good at it, and you do. I mean, you have to have a witness because there's always these allegations that there's like happy endings and whatnot. And
Why not?
yeah, no. I mean,
Why not? You don't help a guy out?
no, not me. But there's some places here on the main line that got shut down because of it, big time.
Wait, whoa. Near me? Where did that happen? Why don't you help a guy out?
2 places in Wayne.
What?
You
You didn't tell me?
2
That's
places in Wayne.
disgraceful.
Yeah, not a long time ago, but within the past 10 years.
Write those down, you tell me.
No, you get enough of your own happy endings. You don't need it. You have your own little girl there.
Yeah, but they ain't free, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, well, that's your fault.
Mm.
There,
High price tag.
yeah, and there's actually a chapter in my book about happy endings.
Oh, no. That's
The
my favorite chapter.
guy who gets a happy endings. Now, not from me, but his girl got.
You've offered
She
a
got
helping
arrested.
hand. You got to offer to helping hand. I
She
know
got in
you.
big trouble. Svetlana got in trouble. I don't know what her name was. The manscaping.
Yes.
So whatever your, what is Storm saying?
Never happening?
Never happening.
Or what?
What's not? Oh, the lasering of the nipples?
I don't know.
I don't blame you.
Whatever's not happening.
Lasering in general. So, ball waxing, he was probably talking about.
Yeah.
So, yes, there are very
that there's 2 women in the room waxing your balls as you're sitting
Well,
there.
no. So, most estheticians, the man has to be involved holding the balls taut. Taut.
Yeah.
Nice and tight and tauten up.
Right.
And then applying the wax, and it's if you don't want the person to be in screaming pain, yeah. But so with women and waxing, the pain is worse in the pelvic area, and as you work your way down, it actually is less painful because there are less sensory nerves. Now, with women, there are other factors such as if it's right before a period or during a period, then that's a whole other story. It's very painful because the pain threshold is heightened. But with men, give it a whirl. And the little back door, that doesn't hurt at all. I've done it to so many people and had it done.
You look directly into a guy's asshole?
You don't look like, it's not like I'm staring at the starfish.
You gotta look at it.
It's business.
You gotta spread cheeks.
Listen, this is
you gotta get in there.
You should go to Europe and get this done. They don't care about anything. They slap you around, throw you up and down, spank you, and then you're done.
Where's this?
Yeah, right? You're like that.
That'll be worth the $500 plane trip. It'd be $1,000.
I went to a spa once in Boston, and this was years ago. And they had this, it was kind of like a Greek spa, Roman spa, and they had these huge, palm branches. I don't know if they were palm trees, they were eucalyptus, some crazy thing. And they would literally put you in a room with steam, and then and then beat you with these things. Yeah. And it doesn't leave any marks, but apparently you're getting excited, right?
I'm in full throttle.
Apparently, it's amazing.
This table may rise by an inch or two.
It's great for circulation and your skin. And I said, no, I'm out. I'm done. And then you get into a big steamy shower. And,
it's hot.
Yeah.
With
What's
somebody,
Norm saying?
with both chicks?
What
won't wax his balls. You never have any wax. No waxing his balls.
No
I
wax
might be on board with that. That's
Come on, we're gonna do the show next week where he's gonna get his balls waxed.
Live.
Live, Periscope, right? Periscope.
They're gonna need a periscope for my balls.
Frightening. Yeah.
Good stuff.
So the manscaping, we're coming into summer season, but the majority of people that I have met and I know and I've researched, people manscape year round, and I think that's fabulous. Now, there's one caveat that I'm going to talk about before we close up shop here.
Right.
The idea of pubic hair, believe it or not, releases pheromones that attracts other people to you.
So you got to leave some pubic hair on there.
That's what they're saying. They're saying that, listen, this is people don't care. The articles I read and people I talked to, they're like, I don't care. I just like my beaver bear. Or I like to, trim up my boy. But
your boy?
Not my boy. I'm not trimming your boy, but in general. No. So there is this attraction, apparently, of pheromones that are released when you do have the pubic hair on both male and female. Isn't that strange?
Yeah, it is strange.
I think that's how the cavemen and cavewomen hooked up. It's like, she smelled good.
She was naked and went for it. That's what I got cavemen.
Right. But I think
she close by. I nail her.
I think the worse that you smell, the more they would get crazy horny.
Back then, of course. I mean, nobody showers.
Right.
Who's got the shower pulse back in the day? You're lucky to get into a creek once a month.
No, but apparently it was a turn on, and I'm wondering if we're going backwards.
She smelled like dog shit. I think I'm in love.
Yeah, so there's
whatever works back in the day.
There's a pheromone release for having some pubic hair.
You probably didn't have to do all that foreplay back then too. That was probably the good old days.
Oh yeah, one and done.
Just hump and dump. Oh, God bless.
Dump. That's so funny.
That is awesome. God bless those good old cavemen. They know how to do it. So me hump and me leave.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with folks out there that are listening. If you have pubic hair,
do what you gotta do. Do
it, whatever, and I write this in my book. I say
whatever you feel confident with.
Whatever turns you on or turns on the person you're with, I am in 100. I'm support you 100%. I have nothing bad to say about it. I'm not going to change your mind because if it makes you happy, if you need the cleaver to get through the beaver, and you're happy, go for it.
Even if you have small hands.
He's killing me today. So enjoy, like, do what makes you happy, and if you want to try something new, the best thing is if you do Manscaped, it's gonna grow back. So you could try, you could have some fun, and there's this oil it's called fur oil. It's the latest rage, and it's all about if you have pubic hair and you want to manage it, you apply this fur oil, and it makes it soft and supple and manageable. And apparently, it's like the in thing. It's like $44 a bottle. But you can use it on your hair after shampooing. You can any body hair. But apparently, if you do like to have the muff, this like makes it nice and soft and like fluffy, and I guess a little pillow for when you are down there doing what you need to do.
Fall asleep on the vagina?
No man falls
on the
asleep.
vagina hair?
I don't know any man that will fall asleep down there. Do you?
I've got some best sleep down there.
Anyways. We are so happy that you joined us tonight for Manscaping Landscaping. And ladies, we're going to talk about landscaping next week. A more intimate approach to personal hygiene for women, especially now coming into
that crap up.
the summertime.
Yeah.
Right? All right. It's Tuesdays, Tips and Tales with CC Live, CC and Corey Live. Thank you for joining
Corey
us.
taped,
and
CC Live.
If you have any questions about manscaping, write to me. I would love to answer your questions.
CoreyAlexander.net. Check it out. Come see a show. I'll be back at Valley Forge Casino this summer. Come check it out.
And I'll just be here. Tuesdays,
just be here.
Tips and Tales with CC Live.
There you go.
All right. Good night.
Bye.
Love you guys. Thanks for joining.